Hey, I am 40. What now?
My answer is
Hey, 40. What now?
that was my problem.
Guys, we have extra money. We have burger money.
You're awesome. That was nature. Whoever found it, you're awesome. You cannot eat the candy in the church. You can eat it after church, but you cannot eat the candy in the church. Okay. So now that we've got the craziness over, all right, calm down about the candy. I'll take it all the way. So, make sure my wife's okay. She's dizzy. What God so impressed on me tonight for us to have as a lesson tonight. Piano. What God so impressed me tonight. You all right, man? One thing he started going over tonight with me is when I was in there, you know, trying to clean my setting off. I was thinking of when we search for things. I know we search for things in our life. We search for peace. We search for a lot of stuff. I think one of the #1 things we search for most of the time is wisdom. The reason I say that, or the reason I talk about that, is because you always want to share something with someone. You want to be the person who knows, and you want to be given information. It's just like, for an example, oh man, have you heard of this cool place to go? Dude, I went to this place. You're in the know. You know what's going on. You're sharing wisdom. You have found wisdom and you're giving. Or if you want to tell them, hey, and I'll tell you how to do that. You do this, this, and this. Most people want to know that. You don't want to be the person who's sitting there going, I don't know why this computer is doing what it's doing. I'm going to take a beater to it or a hammer and throw it out the window. You're looking for a way that you can fix the problem or you can take care of it. So most of us are looking for that. I was, in thinking about this and going over this, God started talking to me about 2 people in the Bible. 2 different scenarios of people who are going through things in their life. All of us have our own path that we choose in life. All of us have to understand where we're going to be and what we're going to be and what we're going to be like. I'll tell you this right now. If you can ever get it in your head, and you can ever understand at an early age that everything you do right now affects you for the rest of your life. If you decide, I'm going to go take a drink, drive, hit somebody, a DUI, whatever it is, it follows you for the rest of your life. You say, well, I can get that done. Now, I understand you may be able to take care of it with the courts, but for the rest of your life, when you get in the car and you fire it up, or you drive, you will remember what happened. It may not be every time you do it, but it will come back to you. It will affect who you are for the rest of your life. If you end up really doing something bad and you kill somebody or something, you end up going to jail, then you really will remember that even more so for the rest of your life. Or let's say you go out, you're messing around when you're a kid, and you get hurt on your bicycle. You say, well, that's no big deal. But you watch. If you see somebody else riding a bicycle, oh yeah, and you start talking about stories. Yeah, I remember when I crashed on the bike and this. It'll make you the person you are today. It makes you change. It makes you different. It makes who you are. Or you go get a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or you find somebody like that, and you start talking to them and things go on. It'll make you different when you get older. If they break your heart, they run away from you, the next relationship you get into, you're going to be a different person. Trust me, you won't be the same one. changing who you are. So if I can get anything inside your mind tonight, not even so much your heart, in your mind, make wise choices at a young age. What always seems fun is not always a wise decision, because you will live with that for the rest of life. How many of you know, and I'm not picking on anybody, please don't take this if I'm picking on anybody, but how many of you know people who get a tattoo or something, and then later on in life, they don't want it anymore? But the decisions they made at fun or party time, and they do, then later on in life they go, well, I don't want that. That is the decision that they made. The rest of their life they decide, and they have to deal with it. I'm not saying anybody bad or good, that's not where I'm going. I'm just trying to get you to understand that yes, it will affect you. It's not just a one-night deal. It's not just, oh, this is just fun for a while, oh, this and that. It is something. The devil tries to get you to think that it isn't nothing, but it is something, because it will affect you. So in our lives, and what we're doing in our lives as young people, we search for things. Just like tonight, we searched around, we were looking for different things, trying to find stuff. And we were searching for my 20, right? But you were looking around, we were playing a scavenger hunt. You search for who you are. You search to find out wisdom, fun, happiness, everything like that. That's what you guys do. You try different things. Because when you get around this set of friends, they start explaining to you their wisdom. Oh man, you gotta try this, you gotta do this. This is fun, man, come on, let's go do this, go do that. And you have to decide what you're gonna do. But you're searching for things in your life, so you'll try different things, you'll do different things to see who you are or what you are. And in your search, you gotta remember that that's gonna make who you are for the rest of your life. So make wise decisions now in your life, because they're going to affect you. Brother Mark, how do you know? Because where the 20 was, he explains. If you understand, how many of you know, or how many of you have ever been in Sunday school or somewhere, and you hear the story of David? Everybody know the story of David? Does everybody know David? If you don't know him, it's a cool story. You need to go read it and understand it, because he was an awesome guy. How many of you know Solomon? That was David's son. He was king later. These are two different people, in just different times, real close to each other, but two different times, that their choices made who they were. Now, if you understand, David was, or God said that David was a man after his own heart. Now, David wasn't perfect in any stretch of the imagination. Matter of fact, I'll be blunt, you guys are young kids. He was in his house. I'll put it nowadays. It'd be like you being in some nice crib, like something that somebody real nice would have, you know, like tons of money, millions and millions of dollars. And you're up on the, mansion, you're up in Beverly Hills. And you look down, and there's, I'm talking to guys, because this was a guy, some hot chick down there, and you're all, I like that girl. Come to find out, she's married, she's got a husband, she's got a life of her own. You're all, I don't think so. You have the husband killed, and you go take the wife while she's grieving and say, here, I'll take care of you, come on up to my mansion. David did that. But yet, he was called a man after God's own heart. David was not always the man that sometimes we talk about. But one thing David always understood